Welcome to the interview. Today we're talking to someone who is not just stepping into a new role, he's stepping into a new chapter of his life. Frankie Hernandez has officially been named the new athletics director at Atlantis University. With a bachelor in sports management and MBA and a deep-rooted commitment to AU student athletes, Frankie brings both business sense and on-the-ground experience to the position. Over the past 4 years, he's served Atlantis University in nearly every capacity you can imagine. From assistant men's basketball coach to head coach to working in athletics admission and later athletics administrator. And now he's leading the department with a bold vision. Known for his discipline, his sharp eye on the numbers, and a leadership style built around 7 clear rules, Frankie is challenging the entire department to level up athletically, academically, and organizationally. Let's dive in with Frankie Hernandez, Atlantis University new athletics director. Welcome, Frankie. So nice to have you here, and congratulations on your new role.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Frankie, so let's dive in, as I said before. You've worn a lot of hats here, like we all do. Coach, administrator, and admissions. How have those experiences shaped the way you plan to lead as athletics director?
So I think everything in life has a purpose. I think before getting into this new role that at first I didn't know that I'm gonna get into this role. I think, God prepared me to fill out those positions, to learn everything about how athletics administration works, and that prepared me to oversee it and know how everything works alongside. So being admissions helped me understand how the admission process goes. Obviously being assistant and head coach on the court helped me establish a better sense of coaching. But also an administrator, which I didn't have that part before, helped me understand how a financially operates athletic department. And now as a director, well, obviously overseeing a little bit of everything helped me understand better the overview about it and helped me attack more situation.
Yeah, that's great. And I believe that's what makes a great leader, because you know all the process and all the roles that you have to have within, and you're gonna excel, I believe, in what you're gonna do now.
Hopefully, yes.
For sure. Okay, what are the biggest strengths of Atlantis University athletics program right now, and where do you see the biggest opportunity to grow?
Okay, so that's a good question. Obviously, the good thing about Atlantis in the athletic department is we're growing and building, so there's a lot of room. It's not something specific per se. We're trying to add more sports. We're reconstructing within coaches, bringing a new culture now. So there's a lot of room to explore and to grow. I think that's our best asset right now. So when you're growing, you can feel more of what kind of identity you want to feel or want to be in. Most all the programs, they're already set. Here we're growing to get to where we want to be. So there's a lot of growth between growing our programs. We're going in new direction with academically, so we're adding more academic offers. So all that building, allowing together will help us, go along the way.
I think and I speak for myself, of course, that we see this as a next chapter of you, because we have seen you all these roles that I just described. What can fans and students expect from this new era of Frankie as athletics director?
Well, I'm still figuring it out myself, because obviously as a coach you're a leader. Now I handle the whole department, and I'm not only handling the department, I also am being the right side of the administration, the ownership. So right now what I'm trying to bring is a new culture, a new atmosphere where we can feel that we want to be here, we want to build together. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It's about, hey, it's my normal job. I want to be here. I want to grow. Let me go from those 7 rules that I have. One of them is going the extra mile, having initiatives. So building that culture here, because again, I'm good with teamwork. Laura, communications, marketing, admissions, how we can bring all of us together and grow. So part of my new, task here is to create that culture of teamwork, of good environment, and try to help each other and grow together. At the end of the day, we're a university. We have to grow together, right?
We are in the same team. Yes,
exactly.
Of course.
So that's I think my number one key now, creating new culture.
Yeah, sure, sure. So you're known for being numbers focused and committed to transparency. How does that influence your decision making and strategy for the department?
Yes, you said a very good word there was transparency.
I love that word.
I like that word because it's how I am, you know, as a person. As a person, I like to be transparent with my friends, my family, everybody around me. So when I work, I want to be the same way. So first of all, when you're working with numbers, in this case admissions, or working with players in rosters, I want to let them know what they're going to. As a coach, I got almost 35 players in my team. Only 15 can travel, you know? So how to let them know what's going on? Hey, you have to work on your skill set. You're gonna develop first and then you're gonna get here. The ones that are already excelling, you know, hey, you're playing great, you're doing good, but if you don't maintain yourself, you can go down. So same way I do as coaching here. When I talk to vendors, coaches, administration, I want to be transparent. I want to make sure this is how it is, how it's supposed to be. If it's nothing more, nothing less. You know, have clarity, no lies. People that can come here feel comfortable. When you're a small college, it might seem sometimes sketchy. It might be a lie, or it's not how it's supposed to go.
Okay.
Here is a real college, a 4-degree college, where we bring 5 years in for athletics, right? And we're competing. We're in the USA division, and this is what we have. You know, things that we don't have and things that we do have. And here you can grow and obviously come here and get your education.
Yes, yes, and we ourselves are graduates from this
Exactly,
university.
exactly.
So yeah,
So
we'll improve.
Exactly, we're alumni too, so we
Yes,
support the A.
exactly. So you're also known for these 7 rules, no? I mean, like, I wasn't really aware until recently, but I love them. What inspired you with those 7 rules, and how do you manage to, you know, apply them? And
Yeah, I'm a coach. You know, that's what drives me. That's one of my things why I'm here. So when you're a coach, you have to build habits, culture as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, as business orientated, how I can translate my my coaching habits and my culture to a business set. So while I was working, you know, starting admissions is a hectic job. It's a go-getter, right?
Yeah.
So in order to complete my goals, I have to be disciplined, you know, and that's why I created my 7 rules. And after that, it got contagious. Everybody started tagging along with it, and people started living with it, you know. So for example, my first rule is no excuses.
Okay.
You know, that's no excuses. So if you give me a goal, give me something, hey, there's no excuses. We have to go get it. You know, be organized, be clean, have initiative, go the extra mile. And the one that I like the most, which is the 7th one, is triple check everything. So before I do something, even before I'm gonna go argument with you or talk about something, I have to make sure I triple check before I say it, you know, even though I'm gonna propose something, triple check before I propose, you know. Everything in life, it helps you create your work environment cleaner and more effective, you know. So that's why I you know, grab those rules, take it by heart, and it became something here. So now everybody in my, at least the department, is catching along, and they're, hey, rule number 7, I have to triple check everything. Hey, number 3, I have to go the extra mile, man. So, and it works because now people are going the extra mile about it. So if I can do better, then I can do better.
No, I love them. So you created it initially for you.
For me, myself, yeah, that's for me. And that's my 7 rule personally. And now I had it in my wall, in my clipboard, and people started passing along, watching it, asking me. Then I had my small admission team. We started building around that. And then I brought my athletic admissions team back to the athletic department, and we live out of it.
I love it. It can become a book, you know, like 7
rules.
rules.
Yeah, it can. So
Yes,
after
definitely,
you finish your first book, with congratulations as well, we can sit down and talk about it.
Yes, sure. I would love to. Okay, student athlete success, well, as we all know, it's in the field, it's equally important like in the classroom. How will you support their academic career and personal development?
Yeah, good question. Every time we recruit, you know, a player as a coach, we let them know that here, this is a school first. We're not talking about field. So this is Atlantis. We do business, we do IT. What you want to study. And once we talk about academically, than we preach the sport wise. Because at the end of the day, you want to come here and make the investment for your education. While you do your education, you're playing the sport that you love, and maybe you get a recompense by having a scholarship for it. But the main thing you come here is to graduate, like you and I did at one point, right?
Yes.
I coach, and now I'm going to direct the department, is to focus on their life success, right? And yes, there's a lot of chances to go professionally in the sport, but the majority of the percentage is for them to graduate, create a career of themselves, right? So we have to let them know, hey, when you come here, the main part is getting a degree, your career after that. One of my things that I always say as a coach and talk to parents is, one day you're gonna stop playing, right?
Yes.
And that's a fact. Another 3 facts of life are that one day you're gonna be a husband or a wife, you're gonna be a father or a mother, or you're gonna be an employee or an employer, you know, own your own business. So those are facts of life.
Yes.
So when that time comes, are you gonna be successful? Do you invest in those 4 years that you for doing your studies to become a great father or a great employee, a good, mother? Did you invest in on that? That's the main purpose. You know, I won sometimes championships. Those trophies sometimes get dust. That's what I say. What lives forever is their life. You know, sometimes I have guys that have coached that they are husband and wife now, and they told me, send me a picture of their wedding. Some of them, their parents now. So that's what drives me and what I'm trying to bring here. And I was talking this morning with the facility manager for a basketball court, and the one word that it catch me, and I brought it today and I put it in my board, is the word care. We have to care about the students, and if we do care, we push them academically, therefore they're gonna be successful in life after.
That's so true. That's so true. I love the way you explain it. And that 3, it's like the 7 rules, but in the future, prospects of life. Yes, I love it. So facilities, recruitment, coaching, new programs, media, and branding. What are your top priorities over the next 12 to 18 months, and how do you plan to tackle them?
Good question.
It's like a long journey.
And to be honest, all of them are my priority. All of them are my priority. Right now, as a small school that we are competing in the USCAA, we are struggling with some of them. It's not a lie. I'm transparent. I say to my recruits, hey, we don't own our own facilities yet. We are limited with academic offers. We have all these things, but one step at a time. I just got here trying to get a culture, trying to get our team together. We're already talking to facilities to get new facilities within. I know the ownership is very pro athletics. Our director likes the athletics. He says it every time. Athletics embody the free spirit to the school, everything like that. So they're really supportive about sports. So that's the good part of it. We have a good back end on the administrators, the ownership. They're really good with athletics. So step by step, first focusing on the facilities first. That's the main thing. Now we're going in the off season. But I think getting our base, our foundation, which is a student body. We need to get our student here in first, so we may start growing within, So that's what we're going to do. That's one of my goals. I know that some initiatives to bring a lot of more activities, more brand awareness. Tomorrow we have a senior night for baseball. So creating more events like that so they can feel more the experience of a student athlete, college experience. So those type of things we're going to do now. Brand awareness, make sure that they know our coaches, they know what Atlantis is about. That's the first thing, and then from there we can start building.
Beautiful. How do you plan to build or enhance the relationship with the wider Atlantis University community, meaning, the students, the alumni, and the local supporters?
Good question. Okay, like I said before, earlier this morning, I went to the city of Miami to work with the facility. But not only in the facility, let them know, hey, we're here to support the community. We want to bring the academic forte that we have here to the community. I know in one meeting I talked to the director, he was open to give some courses certification to the in-house community. For young kids that want to to learn about AI, how we can set up a Saturday 1 hour session with those type of kids locally.
Nice.
So we can start involving them within Atlantis, the community, and then also in the future bring the community to us. I'm gonna be very strong this year with community service. With all our athletes.
Love that.
Go to the community, how we can help. I know this year in Thanksgiving, we went to the homeless people and gave some food for Thanksgiving. So things like that, so we can feel part of it. I know we're in the middle of Overtown, city of Miami. There's a lot of people that have not get involved with athletics, specifically, right? So how we can get involved and start to preach in, hey, you can come here, see a game. Maybe you have a kid, or maybe they have a cousin, or maybe they don't know one that needs an opportunity. Come and join us. We're here. Atlantis is here. So yes, that's one of my key things with the city of Miami, North Miami, whatever is in a 30-mile radius of us. We're trying to support, and not even 30-mile radius. If we can go to Fort Lauderdale and help in any kind of way,
of course,
we are here to support. Community is one of the main things and one of the main objects for this year.
Beautiful. I love that. I love it. Well, college athletics is evolving fast. How is AU preparing to stay competitive and relevant, especially in areas like NIL, name, image, likeness, and athlete wellness?
Good question. NIL has changed the game for athletics. That is, student athletes can receive money because of that, which 3 years ago we didn't have that. And everybody now is looking for the money.
Of course.
Looking for the money. I'm a firm believer, me, myself. I always talk about my parents, my grandparents. You're getting old and you're thinking the old ways and you have to change your mentality to the new ways. And now in this position, I'm backfiring what I said. Because now I'm back to the basics, on the old ways. With this being said, for me in that specific topic, the always is loyalty, respect, transparency, is it competitive? A small school, we don't offer that much NIL deals because that's for big schools, big companies. If I can get a small sponsor that can sponsor in any kind of way, I will. But what I'm trying to differentiate us, be a difference marker from us and everybody else, is those three things. The always, the respect, the loyalty, transparency. That you want to come to Atlantis, maybe we don't have a $1 million deal for you, but I'm trying to make sure that when you come here, you graduate and whatever we say, we do, and we accomplish it to help you to do it. If we want to offer you a sport management degree and try to help you to get a job in sport management, I'm trusting me or trust us that AU is going to provide that, not the other way around, And again, because it's just only a small number, small percentage. It's not everything like the social media. It's not everything that you think or seems like it. So it's not like that. Again, I'm full of transparency. I want you to come here and know that maybe I rejected the client offer where they had the facility, where they have maybe a couple bucks, but I won't last long there or wouldn't end up more than 1-2 years. I rejected that to come here with no facilities and maybe not that much of money, but I became a family member. I became a graduate, I became a good student athlete, and then when I look back, it was a good investment. So that's what I'm trying to do. Of course, I work, I have to be competitive. I will try to get a sponsor. I will try to work in the NIL deals, part of my job as well, but gotta stick to those three things, between make sure that you come here, I'm gonna be loyal to you guys. I expect the same thing, but we're gonna respect you, we're gonna be loyal, we're gonna be transparent with you.
I love it. It's so valuable.
Most people understand because it's getting lost right now. People understand how valuable is that. And again, all those three things, if I teach you that, if I committed to you guys with that, if I create that culture, and you were here for 4 years, once you're gonna share that same thing to another one, another one, and become a generation. I'm very, as a person, giving back and leaving a legacy or helping put a seed on someone to grow. My grandfather to my father to myself. I have some things I'm working on in Puerto Rico in my hometown, and I do it the same way. I'm from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, and I'm proud to say it, and every time I'm here, I'm always thinking how I can help them. So that's my motto. So not only there, here too. I want to bring back, or not to bring back, to leave that mark that, hey, respect, loyalty, transparency is sometimes bigger than just $1.
Well, and finally, Frankie, what do you hope well, I think you already answered that question, because what do you hope to be your legacy, as Atlantis University director?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Athletics director. Athletics director.
Thank you. Well, just make a change, make an impact. Obviously we chase as competitors and coaches, championship rings, all that. But for me, it's more of an impact. Like if for some reason I move on, or I'm not here no more, what did I did here to help the ones that were here? What did I did to those freshmen that came in, and when I left as a junior, what they did? What I can do to change for the better good. If I leave, Atlantis was at one point and he left, and now in this point, and then someone else can catch on and then keep going. There's at least a culture, there's at least 7 rules, there's at least a pathway so they can cross and keep going farther, because it's not about today, not tomorrow, about the future. So I think the greatest impact will be creating something better than it was, and try to leave it in a way where all the ones can come here and continue to grow.
I love it. It's so exciting to see everything that you're saying, and to hope for the best from now on that you're here. Thank you, Frankie, and congratulations again. I'm really excited for you in this new era.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you. I appreciate your time as well. I hope we work together in the future,
For sure.
And then continue working together, because again, we're team-based. So I appreciate it. To those people that are watching us, hopefully you can feel Atlantis as a home, and I invite you to look into us and make sure you get here an opportunity that we are here open to give you.
Thank you, Frankie, and thank you everybody for watching us today. We will see you next time in the interview.